Coming out of the break for these visuals coming in from Kathmandu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the very spot to inaugurate the bus service between Delhi and Kathmandu. Bilal Zaidi joins us with more details. Yes, Bilal, it's a fantastic reception for the Prime Minister.
Yes, absolutely. Big moment there for those who travel between India and Nepal from New Delhi to Kathmandu. I remember this was one of the promises of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the fact that it is already taking shape is something that he has taken a lot of pride in. In fact, he's referred to that during that speech he made just a little while earlier. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has had a number of measures that are being seen as pro-Nepal, as measures for the people of Nepal. The first, of course, was starting off his journey by inaugurating that a trauma center, the National Trauma Center. Immediately after that, of course, was that event when the helicopters from HAL were given to the army, to the forces of Nepalese.
We're talking to the pictures right now, Bilal, that he has flagged off the bus. The bus is on its way from Kathmandu to Delhi, the maiden journey that it is making. A lot of happiness and jubilance there, but we saw the Prime Minister flagging the bus off. Yes, Bilal.
Yes, of course. So these visuals, of course, a mark of what really has completely captured the moment in terms of how Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been trying to pitch India as the main power that the people of Nepal should be looking forward to. Remember, ahead of this trip itself, there have been a number of murmurs about how the politics in Nepal is being influenced strongly by China. But what really has happened over the last few hours or so, ever since Prime Minister Narendra Modi has landed here in Nepal, there have been these strong messages that are being sent out. These visuals, of course, show that it is, after all, people to people that will eventually be guiding the relationship between India and Nepal. The fact that there should be easier connectivity, easier movement of the people is something that has been the cornerstone of India's policy towards Nepal for many years. But then there were a lot of talks around how over the last few years India may have lost the plot in terms of their approach towards Nepal. Prime Minister Narendra Modi just trying to go ahead with a course correction and trying to once again consolidate India's position in the minds of the people of Nepal. And these visuals, of course, are expected to stay with the people of Nepal for really long. In fact, just a little while earlier, during that speech itself, there were many moments. There are a lot of people who were hearing him on the state radio here were trying to make strong references to. They in fact felt that they were very inspired by a few of the things that Prime Minister Modi said, largely talking about how it is important that the society at large comes together and sets up the constitution of Nepal, which has been a bone of contention for many years now. So all of these points coming in together, Prime Minister Narendra Modi trying to make a strong impression on the people of Nepal. There has been a very huge reception for Prime Minister Modi. There was anticipation that he would be, in fact, going to other places, including Lumbini and others, but that hasn't really been shaping up in this particular visit. But irrespective of all that, despite all the restrictions, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that one afternoon that he has had before the SAARC summit, he's trying to make the most of it, and he's trying to make sure that he's leaving behind lasting memories and visuals that people of Nepal can keep with them.
Now, Bilal, just a little while earlier, we'd seen the Prime Minister inaugurating the Trauma Care Medical Center built by India. Now this bus service being inaugurated by the Prime Minister. What is the itinerary for the rest of the day today and, of course, the two most important days that follow?
Okay, first of all, what really happens today is completely dedicated to bilaterals between India and Nepal. We've had all these events, starting with the trauma center inauguration, then giving away the HAL helicopter to the forces in Nepal, moving ahead for a meeting with the Prime Minister, and of course, now this inauguration of this bus service. Now, all of these measures are coming in as India trying to reach out to Nepal and trying to consolidate its foreign relations and its cooperation with Nepal. Now, besides that, of course, he's also expected to give a go ahead and have a meeting with the President of Nepal, a courtesy meeting, and eventually when he retires back to his hotel room in Hotel Salty, where he would be staying tonight, he would be having a number of one-on-one meetings with senior political leaders from Nepal. Remember, Nepal continues to struggle to build a democratic setup through a constitutional setup, and that's not really been that's struggling to take shape. There's a lot of anxiety and apprehension among the people of Nepal about the role that India has been playing diplomatically over the years. Now, it is really important for Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be able to consolidate India's position, not just with the ruling party, not just with Prime Minister Koirala, but also with all the opposition stakeholders as well. Now, that really includes the Nepali Congress, and their leadership is also expected to meet Prime Minister Modi.